equipment. Teachers, like weapon. Yes, mother tongue is only a teacher's tool. It is when I am writing, that means mother tongue. It is only a teacher's tool. Only the teacher's tool, I must say. Only the teacher's tool. What do I mean by this? I repeat that only teacher can use it. Okay, in the bilingual method of English language teaching, unlike the translation method, the mother tongue is used by the teacher alone. Okay, the students do not use their mother tongue. They are not supposed to. They are not allowed to in the class taught through bilingual method. Therefore, I said the chances of they're picking up the foreign language structures is more here comparative to the translation method. Okay, and this distinguishes it from the translation method, which relies more on rote learning. And rote learning, when I say rote learning, that means mugging up things. They learn the meaning of words. Okay, they mug up the structures, they mug up the rules, they mug up the rules of grammar, the translation of text and all. So this mugging up, this rote learning does not have any room, and this is a negative thing. Okay, the students do not learn it. They do not gain confidence if they do the rote learning of a language. So we do not have rote learning there in the bilingual method. What do we have? We have the use of mother tongue only by the teacher. Okay, and he also uses it sparingly. He uses it only when he has to explain the intricate words and the structures, okay, in the mother tongue. Otherwise, he teaches English through English. He teaches the target language through the target language. Okay, and do you remember, like in the direct method, we had drills and all. What is drill? Drill, when you learn something repeatedly. Okay, then you say that you drill the structures of the language. And drill makes perfect, like practice makes perfect, drill also makes perfect. So you can have the third point. Here in bilingual method we have drill, okay, repetition of repeated learning of sentence structures and all. So drill makes perfect. Drill, you can write it like this. It's important. And I can even give this, there in the classroom test and all. I might discuss it, or you're going to tell me instantly after I have discussed this. Drill makes perfect. Now there can be a question like this: drill makes perfect. Discuss. Or how does drill makes perfect? As far as teaching of English is concerned through bilingual method. Okay. Because it is believed that drill makes perfect, a lot of practice is given in spoken English. Here again the emphasis on spoken English, same as we had in the direct method. Systematic training by multiple repetitions. Okay, systematic training by multiple repetitions ensures fluency of speech. If you're told, again and again the same thing, if you're like repeating the structures, then you learn them. Okay, you don't forget them. They become cemented there in your mind. So this method helps in developing fluency in English speech. Okay, this helps in developing fluency in spoken English. This gives oral training to students, you may say. Okay, and that is the reason that the bilingual method ensures accurate teaching of English. When I say ensures accurate teaching of English, I must say that this is another advantage. Ensures efficient teaching of L2, the foreign language, efficient teaching of English. right? Ensures efficient teaching of English. Efficient, when I say efficient, means accurate, exact, right? What does it here I mean? Efficient, by efficient I mean ensures efficient teaching of L2. That means, like the teacher of the English language ensures that students learn English accurately. They get the accurate meaning of words, right? The bilingual method, so you may say, promotes both fluency and accuracy. Fluency we saw in the previous point, and besides fluency, what does it promote? It promotes accuracy. It promotes theory as it lays emphasis on speech and pattern practice. It promotes accuracy as the meaning of new words are given in the mother tongue of the learners. Because, like instead of defining the words, instead of giving big explanations of the words or phrases, of the intricate words I'm talking about, it is better to tell the meaning of those words or those phrases, those intricate ones, in the mother tongue. In the mother tongue. So when you're telling in the mother tongue, then you are getting the accurate meaning. Not the means you are not guessing the meaning. Okay, you're not imagining the meaning. You are not trying to imagine the meaning from the context, because you might be wrong also. Suppose if there is an unknown word and I ask 10 different students, okay, what does it mean? Now all those students would tell me different meaning of that word. So what are they trying to do? They are guessing. So guesswork doesn't do here in the bilingual method. Accurate meanings are told. If the teacher doesn't know in the foreign language, then what would he do? He would tell the meaning in the mother tongue. So this method promotes accuracy as the meaning of the words are given in the mother tongue of the learners, of the students. Thus, it accounts for the accurate teaching. And when you are giving accurate teaching, that means you are making your students efficient. Accurate teaching of English due to the use of mother tongue for explaining the difficult structures, intricate words of English language. The teacher is able to teach English to the entire satisfaction of the students. When the students are told the accurate meanings, then they also feel satisfied. They have a sense of satisfaction. So a teacher teaching through the bilingual method can give satisfaction to the students, or students would feel satisfaction in a class taught through bilingual method. Why? Because they are getting the accurate meanings of words. They are not made to guess, or the teacher isn't giving them long explanations of words, big definitions of words. It's not required. So this is a good advantage, I think. Okay, is it not? It's a good advantage. And we discussed that in the direct method, you can teach through direct method only when you're good at English, only when your students understand English. So in a direct English method class, the teachers and the students have got to be good at the foreign language, isn't that? But as far as this method is concerned, it suits every teachers and every students. Translation method, you may say, suits even below average or below average students, below average teachers, below average. Whereas this method is concerned, it suits average teachers and average students. This can be the next advantage. It suits, the bilingual method suits the average teachers. Average teachers, complete a sentence. Average teachers and average students. Good. You don't have to be very smart. You do not have to be very proficient in the foreign language. Even if you are not, you can handle this method, you may say. So the bilingual method does not make heavy demands. It does not make heavy demands either from the teachers or from the students. Unlike the direct method, which fails in absence of smart teachers and smart students. So this is also an advantage, you may say. and this method is suitable, say, for all situations, rural or urban. Like direct method is followed only in the urban, only in the urban places, you may say in the cities and all. But this is suitable for all situations, rural or urban. So this can be another advantage. Suitable for all
situations.
Urban or rural or urban. This is suitable for all situations, urban or rural. It suits all types of schools and colleges, whether situated in a rural area or in an urban area, because no special gadgets are required to adopt it. It needs little equipments. Okay, it needs little equipments. When I'm saying little equipments, I would say, like big equipments, big electronic gadgets are not required, like the smart boards, projectors and all. Okay, or LEDs. No, they are not required. Even without those big equipments, our teacher can handle this method in his classroom. So it needs little equipment and is congenial, you may say, to all types of school, government schools or public schools. It is seen, government schools are not well equipped. Private schools or the public schools are well equipped. They have gadgets and all, but in government schools we do not have gadgets. So this method can be very well followed in government schools or say in schools situated in rural areas. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And besides, can you think of any other? Yes, this promotes reading also right from the beginning. Okay, bilingual method promotes reading right from the beginning. Like direct method, in direct method, what do? You are given oral training. The teacher, speaks out sentences, and then you are asked to reproduce those sentences. You first listen your teacher is speaking those sentences, okay, which are like on a set plan, they can be on a set plan of grammar. But first the teacher speaks and then students listen. So oral training is given. But here, you not only get the oral training, but you also get training for improving your reading skills. And this is done right from the beginning. Students read the text, okay, they try to understand the text in the English language itself, that is in the target language itself, and then if they have any difficulty, any problem, then teacher explains the meanings of words or the phrases in the mother tongue. Okay, so the bilingual method builds a strong foundation for reading right from the beginning. As with the direct method, basic texts make use of picture strips to accompany the dialogues and all. There, you use picture strips in direct method, audiovisual aids and all. Here, these extraneous things are not used. Rather, the teacher uses his own imagination, his own mind while telling the meaning of the text. Okay, the bilingual method makes use of the written form of the language right from the start. This allows the students to begin to see the shape of words as they repeat them orally. Okay, as they repeat them orally. And yes, here you have, you may say quick learning of the foreign language. Now this is something relative. In some cases you have quick learning, and in some cases you do not have quick learning. So, like when you're talking about the advantages, you can say, well, this is one of the advantages, that if you're teaching through bilingual method, then it ensures quick learning of the foreign language. The students grasp the structures of the foreign language very quickly. They learn them. Okay, so you can even write it. Quick learning. quick learning. You know, if the teacher is smart and the students are also smart, then only we have quick learning of the foreign language. If neither of them is smart, then we do not have quick learning, we have rather slow learning, quick learning of the foreign language. Quick learning of the foreign language. So it increases the speed of learning because of the use of the mother tongue to ease the complexity of the second language. Complexity of the second language, wherever students find the language complex or the text complex, text of the foreign language, then the mother tongue is used. So this makes them comfortable. It saves a lot of time also for practicing patterns. Okay, sentence patterns in English by quickly clarifying the concepts through the mother tongue. It helps in giving proper training in different skills. And what are those skills? Different skills. I keep on talking about different skills of language learning. What are the 4 different skills of language learning?
Listening, speaking, reading and writing.
LSRW. Very good. LSRW. So it helps in giving training of these 4 skills also. And once you gain confidence over these 4 skills of language learning, listening, speaking, reading and writing, you know the language. You know the language. So this method is useful because it makes use of the mother tongue judiciously. Whenever students are encountered by complex situations, they in the foreign text, they in the text of English, then only the mother tongue is used to explain them the meanings in the mother tongue. Okay, to explain them the meaning. That means it makes them feel comfortable. So they can quickly learn the meanings in their own language. There is quick understanding. And now time is also saved because time is not wasted in explaining the meanings of words or meaning of text in the foreign language itself or giving big definitions. Their time is wasted. So time is saved, and the time saved can be used for practicing sentence patterns, for having drills. And what did I say? That drill makes perfect. So you can have drills also. So these are the advantages. It has a number of advantages. I have not written all, but I have spoken about many advantages. Right? Now we can rub them off and we can talk about the last thing. What do we discuss at the end? When we are talking about the different teaching methods of English language, yes, what comes at the end? And that is very essential to discuss. Because if something has advantages, it has disadvantages as well. And if you are ignoring disadvantages, then that means you are not giving a complete answer. You give a complete answer only when you talk about principles of the method, advantages of the method, and disadvantages